By now, you have to have heard that WWE is not being bought by Saudi Arabia. They are meeting with Disney today. Apparently, the meeting has already happened where Nick Khan is representing WWE at this meeting, talking to Bob Iger, who is the CEO of Disney right now. And he also met with the president of ESPN. Now, this is great news. I told you guys just a few days ago to relax, calm down. Saudi Arabia may be interested and offering tons of cash, but it doesn't mean that someone in the US like Comcast, Disney, and the list goes on and on. It doesn't mean that one of those companies are not going to offer something close or probably more than what we are reading about online. Ultimately, WWE getting bought out by Disney is not a bad move. Think about all the prospects. If you're a Disney fan and you go to the theme parks and you also enjoy WWE, you're going to get WWE merchandise at the theme parks. You're also going to get WWE superstars on Disney Plus shows and movies in the future. It's going to be a good crossover combination. Not everything has to be PG like the John Cena era, right? It doesn't have to be that corny either, because ESPN does have UFC and boxing and things like that. So this would fit right in with everything else that ESPN already covers, plus adding a lot of things to the Disney Plus brand, like documentaries and specific shows. And also remember, Disney owns Hulu, who's already partnered with WWE. So it's a very realistic possibility that this can work for the better and not worse. Disney would end up buying WWE, and they'll more than likely end up keeping Triple H and everyone he has around him in control of the product, considering how good the numbers have been lately. Bob Iger is responsible for buying Pixar, Marvel, Lucasfilm. If you don't know who that guy is, he is one savvy businessman who has done well by Disney and has acquired so many companies that we wouldn't even think about. It's just crazy. It's a monopoly at this point. So don't count Disney out. That's all I'm trying to say. Don't count them out. Although I have mentioned this before, I still do believe that Comcast is going to come in and take WWE, because they've worked with WWE since around the 80s. They've been working with them with the USA Network, NBC specials. You know, it's just a match made in heaven, especially with Peacock and Comcast having already paid like $1 billion for 5 years worth of content on Peacock. That's why the WWE network is gone in the US, because Comcast paid over $1 billion for it. So I think that paying the value in WWE right now is like $6 billion. And supposedly Saudi Arabia was offering like 6.5, close to 7. I don't know. I think all those rumors were just inflation, all creating this chaos online for someone to ultimately step in and say, you know what, you guys are worth this much, let's do it. But Nick Khan is the one that's going to be doing this sale. That's why Vince McMahon hired him way back when, and that's why he's been a part of this team. I think there's a lot more to this than meets the eye. Stephanie McMahon resigning was definitely a red flag, but I think it has to do more with Vince returning than the company being sold at this point, because everyone, I'm sure, that's high up in WWE is pretty much aware that WWE was going to get sold as soon as they brought in Nick Khan. So as more reports come out with this meeting with Disney, I'll definitely be covering the story and reacting to it. So fingers crossed that if Disney does buy it, they don't ultimately ruin it and make it, that John Cena era that we all pretty much got annoyed with. That's why Batista even walked out, right? So I don't think Disney's going to do that anyways. I really don't. They want to make money. They wouldn't buy this and just ruin the product that has improved in recent time. And on top of that, so you're looking at crossover with Disney Plus. You're looking at crossovers with movies and shows and theme park merchandise. Well, they even have ABC, Channel 10 for us over here in South Florida. ABC is another place where they can place another channel they can place WWE content in. So I feel like this would put WWE everywhere if Disney got a hold of it. I don't know. We'll see what happens, though. I'm really excited with this piece of information. just because I do enjoy Disney, and I think that it's another match made in heaven situation like Comcast. So let me know down below, what do you think? Is Roman Reigns going to the Disney Channel after all?